Good morning, everybody. Hey, Joe. Thought I'd do a live. I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'm going to be out here for quite a while working on all the surprises for my eggs and a little wire weaving. Gonna make another ring. The ring I made the other day was actually too big for her, so she's gonna keep it, and I'm gonna make a smaller one that she can actually wear. So I'm gonna do that first and get that done. And I gotta paint it because I painted the wrong color on it, so I have to paint this one again. So I'm gonna sit here and paint. It's gonna be a very boring, probably. But yeah, that's just the way it is. I'm a very boring person. And Joe can't join me because she's busy. She's busy because hubby's home today. So what I'm doing right now is putting Aqua Flash from, it's an iridescent. It's really pretty. Anyway, this is kind of the color of his Thunderbird. Kind of matches it. So I thought, yeah, that's the base color I'm going to put on here. And this takes a little while to dry, so I'm not putting a real thick coat. Very warm today already, and I've got my doors open because it was so hot when I come in my shop, I thought I was going to croak. I didn't get in here yesterday to open windows and doors. And we're in the process of building our new shop. He's getting the base put in. It's going to be my husband's shop, not mine. I will probably do resin over there, so I might set up another camera over there. He's going to have a resin room. He's a woodworker. So he's the one that was making the clocks. I think I showed him back in December, possibly. Anyway, I'm going to try and make sure I get a good coat on here. Doesn't have to be real thick. And that looks pretty good, actually. She loved the other ring. Like I said, it was just a little too big. So we went down a size. Hopefully this one will fit. All right, that part's done. Okay, let me wash up my brush here real quick. If my TV is too loud, Joe, can you let me know? I don't know if you can hear it or not. I don't want it to distract. All right. Okay, that's good. All right, that's cleaned off. I'm trying to keep my work area a little cleaner than normal. Excuse me while I blow my nose, because I seem to be having a little bit of hay fever or something going on today. And I don't normally have hay fever, which is weird. Anyway, I'll let that dry. And then I've got to look. Come on. I need to look for some more batteries. I actually ordered a new pen light that's a UV light, and we'll see if that works better. Hey, Tammy, I'm going to be working on your thing today. Welcome. Did you want to come live with me? You're welcome if you want to. I'll be on for quite a while. I'm going to be out here for 8 to 10 hours, but I won't be live 8 to 10 hours because people are really tired of me by then. I got to make some earrings up for the kids for their surprise packages for the girls and the boys. I've got other things I've got to make. That's okay, Joe. Okay, Tammy. If you decide you want to go, just let me know. I'm going to come on live with me. Like I said, I'm going to be out here for quite a while. I'm making this one ring, and then I'm going to be working on, I might do a little wire weaving and weave some arrowheads that are going to go in for the boys. I'm making them cute arrowhead pendants. They're actual arrowheads. And then I'm going to press out some girl stuff on some of my tiles so I can cook them. Jack and Harley. That's not good. Joe would come on live with me, but she is sore this morning. She went shopping, I guess, a lot yesterday, grocery shopping. And, you know, getting out of a car when you're older, it starts to bother your knees. I admit that. It does bother your knees. And if Norma's in here, I don't know if Norma's in here yet. I'll wait until I see her say something. Oh, there she is. Hey, Norma. If the weather stays nice next week, I'll probably drive by with my slingshot and bring you that camera and the stand to get it out of my shop. I don't have time this week. Plus, I don't know if the weather's going to stay nice. And it has to stay nice for me to take it. I can't have any bad weather because it doesn't have a top. It's like driving a convertible. Let me clean this up a little bit, and then I'll find my baby wipes, and then I'll go ahead and make the stuff that goes in it. I am a lot farther in my shop than I thought I would be. And if the weather stays nice, I can start taking the stuff out of the middle of the room so I can move my one stand all the way down. That would be very nice. I'm just cleaning this up. Okay. All right. If my TV's too loud, guys, please let me know. And I probably won't have too many people in here anyway, because it's just me today. And who knows? Might do a pop-up bingo a little bit, because I can always work on stuff and do the bingo at the same time. I'm pretty good at multitasking. Joe, I need to get those names from you too, the numbers from you later today, maybe, so we can do the drawing. All right, let me get this started. All right. What I'm doing is, she's dealing with Jack and Harley. She might still be doing that. I'm going to pour some of this in here. This is a little bit of resin. It's UV resin. Not a ton, because you don't use a ton when you make these rings. I have learned this. And then it doesn't take a lot of sparkle because I don't want it to overpower it. So I just dip this a couple of times. We'll do 3. Okay. Maybe one more. All right. And then I don't know if you guys know what this is. It's a memory ring. And I do have my uncle's ashes here. I'm going to do that off camera real quick. Because I only use a toothpick to get the ashes because I don't want tons of ashes. And I want the thin stuff.
Talking about cash backing. We talking about cash backing. We talking about cash backing. Cash. Now we can't. We talking about practice. Too long. Word on practice. We talk about cash back. Talk about cash back.
The toothpick works the best because you get the finer stuff. I'm learning this as I go. I gave my dad a haircut yesterday, so I kept his hair. So I'm going to make a locket with his hair and my mom's hair together. Not today, probably. I got to go back in the house and get it if I do it today. All right, let me mix this up. All right, that looks pretty good. Got a little more ashes in this one than I did the first one, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. That's all mixed up. Coffee's on the go. Oh, okay. Just let me know. Actually, I can put that in here now, right? Put the invite in. Does that do it automatically? I don't know. All right. Did it go in?
I don't know if it was true, but that you maybe sort of like me.
100% true.
There you go.
Really?
think that worked. Whenever you're ready, it's in there. I'm gonna move my trash can here for a second. And my paints. Ooh. Be nice when this thing isn't right here under me. Alrighty. And I use a spoon to actually put this on. I want to stir this up a little more. All right. I use the back of the spoon. The front doesn't work very well. Let me find my, oh, I got it already. Got my light, put my paint away. So one thing I am trying to do, guys, I'm trying to keep myself, not have a bunch of stuff up here. All right, this is how I do it. Take a little bit of this. I don't know, do you think it's enough sparkle? I think if I put any more, it would overpower it. I don't want to overpower the sparkles. So then I put this in here and I spread it out. This is where I screwed up the first time, is I didn't spread it out like I was supposed to. So it was lumpy, and I don't want it lumpy. It'll get 2 coats, so it will be, want that to get in there. Don't want my light in that. I don't want it dried. This is just really just setting it. I put it under a big UV light after. I just want to set it so it doesn't run. So let me go ahead and get this going.
There's nothing she appreciated more than a grand gesture, since she had done plenty of them for stuff.
Anyway, I've got to make this, and I've got to make, I'll do the arrowhead, so you'll get to see me wire wrap, if I can talk right. If I can remember how to do it. It's been so long since I've done a wrap. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how long it had been.
Most importantly, I've been there to see it. The thing is, there's no map that tells you how to make your way through life. There's moments to stop and enjoy.
Jimmy, you'll have to tell me when you're coming so I can see it, but I have to pay attention to it. Hopefully it's not lagging really bad today. I don't know. I cannot tell if I'm lagging really bad. Anyway, hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. We bought a new used camper last Friday and drove it down to Dogwood to replace our other one, which we brought back on last Wednesday. My husband brought it back last Wednesday so we can work on it. And so we got one that's a little bit bigger. We won't be moving it. It'll stay down there permanently. But of course you have to buy the tags for longer than one day. We just drove it down one day. Bad part was the wind it was like 50, 60 miles an hour. It was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And see, I've got a little bit of a drip right here. I can see it. So I have to spread it out so it doesn't drip. Okay. I want it smooth as can be. So I just keep doing this all the way around the ring. And if you're wondering what this is one of those spinner tumbler thingies for, excuse me, for doing cups. But of course I'm using it for rings. And I use clay. I put clay on the little spindle here. And that way the ring doesn't move. But like I said, this is just the first coat. I'll put it in under my big light here in just a second to really get it solid. I'll get this one mailed out tomorrow. I got to work on Tammy's today. She can even pick her colors. Now she'll get to see what it is. It actually turned out really good. And I had somebody try one to make sure it was really nice. And it was really nice. She liked it. So
Thank you so much for giving me the soup. Well, Judy must have had to let me know.
Anyway,
Look what I got today.
everybody's very quiet.
Only $6.
Nobody's up. I know if I'd have put bingo in there, it'd been pop bingo people. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of early. All right. Okay, let me straighten that out a little bit.
It's the size of brick with its own legs.
That's a good kid. Plus, he's Sue's first real boyfriend. It's called being happy.
Happy to sell rumors by TV.
Seriously, Mike, bitterness is not a very attractive color on you. Super party people water.
Oh, is your driveway messed up, Joe, from all the rain or something? I didn't know your driveway was messed up.
Here's your badge. Thank you, Cap, reporting for duty. Number 74.
Oh. Not good, Joe. Not good. Let me get a wipe. I don't want any of the resin on the outside of the ring. Yeah, somebody that you usually come do that for you. And I must have set that already. Damn it. And see, it's already pooling right here. I can see it pooling. So let me move that back up. Hopefully it didn't run that way. So you can't take your time too much on this. I'll just have to fix that when I get done. Had a few washouts, repair place, and the pavement part. Oh, okay. I know we have been getting so much rain. It's ridiculous. And Friday when we were taking that huge camper down, it was blowing us all over the road. You're here. Oh, I see you.
Morning. Oh, you
Good
didn't.
morning. Good morning. Gotta get the ring done first.
Yeah, no problem.
And then I gotta find what I was gonna make you. I don't know where I sat it.
Oh
I
no.
made one.
Yeah, I
And then
saw you said that the other day.
And I took it to the person that would tell me if it was good or bad. And I had them try it out.
Oh, definitely. Especially if it's something new.
Yeah, it is something new, and I didn't know. I was like, is that good? Does it feel bad?
Mm.
I may as well tell you what it is. It's a crochet hook with clay on it.
I guessed it, and I told my husband that the other day, and I'm like, I think it's going to be a crochet hook.
Yeah, I just had to make sure that it was comfortable because I don't want to put too much clay.
Right.
But I want it to be comfortable too.
Okay.
And look cool. She loved it. She thought it was cool looking. Now I'll make yours different. That was just a prototype.
Okay, well, my all-time favorite color is purples.
Well, I have purple.
And I like teal.
I'll probably mix two colors together.
Okay.
That's usually how I do it because the purple is just gonna be boring. Okay,
Right.
It just will be boring.
You kind of want to do
And I might
swirl.
even press some stuff out in my clay. Do you like unicorns or anything like that?
Not really unicorns, no.
What do you like? I'll see if I have it.
Oh boy.
I can
my
put
all-time
flowers.
Yeah, I don't mind flowers. My all-time favorite animal is a snow owl.
I might have an owl, but I think it'll be too big. It'll be too wide.
Okay.
Unless you don't mind it rolling around it. I should turn it. Joe says we don't have to do it often, but it's an expense when we do it. Oh, I bet it is.
So
Well,
that
Joel
test video. Oh, go ahead, Stephanie. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, Joe, that test video I'm doing, I think it was YouTube screwing up because my numbers on that test video and on my Eclipse video has stabilized and it's not going up and down like it was last week.
What happened?
I filmed the Eclipse on last Monday on my tablet.
Uh-huh.
and I uploaded it via my tablet. And that evening, like I've only got still like just under 70 people in my channel, which I'm fine with. And that
Right.
evening, I had like 15 views or something like that. I got up Tuesday morning and I had no views; they were gone.
Oh, what?
And I'm like, okay, I've heard of YouTube taking away subscribers, but I've never heard them taking away views.
That's really weird.
So by Tuesday night when I went to bed, I think I had 4 or 5 more views. Wednesday morning, again, they were gone. And I thought, okay, this is the only video out of my 30-something videos I've uploaded via my tablet. So that, okay, is it my tablet screw? Like, because I went that route instead of my laptop? And that's why my
Right.
numbers are changing and it's only showing me day-by-day numbers and
Right.
resetting it? Or is it YouTube? So I decided to do a test video. It was just a couple minutes, me holding my tablet with my project here on the table.
Right.
And it was a 2-minute video, but I did it recording on my tablet and uploading it via my tablet.
Right.
And since then, and like when we were in bingo on Sunday, I mentioned it. And I said, please come join. And, it's only a couple minute video, make a comment, whatever. And then give it a couple days and come back and do the same. And I was going to keep track on paper what the
Right.
numbers are when I get up in the morning, what the numbers are when I go to bed at night. And the numbers have
Right.
stayed the same now. So I think it was
So
YouTube.
there, it was YouTube. Oh, that sucks.
Yep. But I thought, like, okay, I'm still new at this. I've only been doing this for like 2 months. It was mid-February when I started doing videos. And I'm like,
Right.
but this
I
is
didn't even know you. It's never showed me that you were doing videos.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've been doing it for about 2 months.
Yeah, I did not know that. I'll have to look and see if it unsubscribed me.
Yeah.
Which it has done that to a few of
Yes. I've
ones that I've
heard of it
watched.
doing that to a lot of people, especially like when we do like the Christmas fairy in July.
I know when I don't see, if I don't see people after a while, I'm like, I know they do videos, but see, I didn't know you even did videos. So it may have
started.
It may have subscribed me a long time ago, as far as I know.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know.
if you're in my list or not. I haven't really paid attention. So
Okay, let me take this off here. I need to throw this under the light so it totally before I put the next coat on. These are turning out really neat. These
I'm
memorial
liking your rings.
The rings and the pendant. Did you see my pendant?
I don't think I have.
Here it is. It's a tree with my hair and my girls' birthstones in it.
Oh, beautiful.
And it don't open up. It stays locked, so you don't have to worry about losing anything.
Nice.
This was my first try. Now I've got some of my mom's hair before after she passed away. I got some from the funeral director.
Yeah.
And I've kept it because I didn't know what to do with it. And then I have my dad yesterday, so I'm going to use that and make a pendant with their hair in it.
Oh, that will be nice.
My brother wants one for a keychain, which you can make these into keychains. It doesn't have to be a pendant. So I'm just waiting for that to dry. I don't want to start another project until I get one done. Actually, while that's working, I can look for yours and see what I did with it. Where did I put them? And see, the thing is, I remember having them, and I thought I put them in here, and they're not here. So it's like, okay, where did I put them? I may be having to buy another set.
Oh, no.
Let me look. Maybe it's still up top. Maybe I just can't see it because I have a few things up here still. Ouch. Hi, guys. No, my daughter's up and the babies are up.
Those babies must be getting big.
Yeah, they are. We took the older one with us when we were setting up the new camper. Don't know if that was the smartest move we ever made, but okay, it's not where I thought it was. I thought they were right here. It's not here. I know what I'm looking for. I just don't know where it's at. Let me look over here. Not over here either. Under that. Under this. Am I just not seeing it? I've been cleaning in here. It's a lot better than it was. but this is something I had never used before until that time. Now I don't know where I might have sat it. Look in the drawer again. This is where I thought I put them. Oh, far I see everything but that, of course. Not underneath.
And you probably told yourself, I'm going to put it in this spot because it's a special order type thing, and I'm not going to forget where it is. And sure enough.
Oh, no, that's not it. Thought I found it. That would fit. Wonder if they could have slid down to the second drawer. Let me look down here. Make sure I may have put them in here too. Let me look. This is a note. Get them in here. Nope. Here. This is a big old no too. This one, nope. And I know they're not in the bottom. Look at that. Something else. Where did I do that? You know, that's going to drive me crazy until I find them.
I'm glad I can make your day.
Where did I put those? Well, I've really been working hard trying to get this cleaned up before I opened up for the summer, but it didn't get done. Let me move over here and look real quick. If they didn't get put on this other tablet or table. That is so weird because I remember looking at them and pulling out what I wanted to try on. And now I don't see any of them. The whole freaking group of them.
Uh-oh. You didn't put them in one of the drawers of your table or your desk there, did you?
What's that?
You have drawers or anything in your table and maybe put them in one of the drawers?
Oh, you know what? Let me look at those. Maybe I did stick it in there. I didn't think I did, but I could have. I was trying to keep them separate from everything else. And I just don't see them. Anyway. Okay. Let me look in here. And I just put these new drawers in too.
Oh, okay then.
Let me look in here. Maybe I did stick them in here because they were something I was working on. Oh, I found rings. Not the right sizes, but I did find some. Okay. All right. I don't see them in that drawer. This one's a small one, so if it's in here, I'd see it. Okay, in here maybe? Nope. This one.
That's when you need like a board, like a whitewash board or like a pin tack type board, and you put notes on it, especially with specific items.
Well, you know, I'm going to eventually, just not to that point yet.
And that way, like, for example, a specific thing that you know you have to work on, but not right away.
I'm gonna put a bin up, and the projects I'm working on will go in the bin.
Oh, okay.
But I don't see it anywhere.
No, you'll get looking for something else, and that's when you'll find it.
I know. I wanted to work on that today, though, and get it done. Now I can't work on it because I don't know what I did with it. I tell you, I feel like I get farther than I back two step. All right. I'll look again in a little bit. Let me finish the ring.
Yep. Don't rush.
Oh, yeah. Your ammonites are turning out beautiful. Okay. This is ready for the second round. Second round.
So not having bingo all day yesterday was weird. I had to figure out what to do with myself.
There was no bingo yesterday. I don't even know.
No, we Joe's decided for the summer months to stop.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
So yeah, it was weird. Like we had a few different bingo games, but not like our normal like 5-6 hours worth.
Okay, let me. Don't want this to run yet. Don't run. Let me check to make sure it didn't run. All right. There's where it starts. Okay. That's where it's at. And it's running. Let's bring this back up. Let me bring this one up. All right. All right, let me turn this on slow so I can make sure it gets no lumps in it. Because when I get lumps in it, that's a pain in the butt. Because I have to fix that. There's a few bumps, but I'm not done yet. Norma K wants to know what you're making.
I am doing a Tunisian wrap.
You're making what?
A Tunisian stitch wrap. Give me a moment here. I'll try and
stitch wrap. Okay.
But it's not a traditional Tunisian stitch. It's done with chains. I'm trying to think the best way to show this for you. So this is coming from the bottom, but the front side. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see it.
Pretty good if there you go. Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then this is the back side. So you'll have like little strips of yarn.
Right.
That aren't worked because you're going from a double crochet down to like the bottom kind of thing to do this next stitch.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. One of the groups.
Does it go on your head or what?
No, it's going to be like our shoulder wrap type of thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
For myself.
Oh, it's for
And as
yourself.
Well, I won this yarn back in January from a piece of yarn in my mouth. For Aaron over at the Crafting Kitty.
Yeah.
And the yarn is like a willow yarn. It's got a wool base in it. And really, really soft, really, really squishy. I'll show the tag here in a moment. Oh, of course, I picked the one that's ripped. Hold on. But it's like, I buy cheap yarn. Like, the cheapest, the most I can get, the yardage I can get for the cheapest is what I go with. So, in my opinion, this was very bougie type yarn.
Right.
Yarn, like, not something I would buy. And it comes in donuts. So, like, they're not very big amounts. And I can guarantee you this yarn was expensive. Just because of the type of yarn it is. So I thought, okay, I got to make something for myself with this and keep it.
Yeah.
And then one of my other groups I'm in is Things We're Making Thursday. And this month's theme is the Tunisian stitch.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I was going to originally do a dishcloth, but the yarn, or I hadn't gotten the cotton yet that I wanted to do the dishcloth in.
Right.
I thought everybody does dishcloths. I went looking and I found this one, and the stitch is done a little differently, and it's a little more holy. And I'll show you in a moment once I get my fingers in there. I'm showing you guys the back just so you know.
Okay.
But my fingers, like, it's because it's through double crochet or chains of 4.
Right.
So,
Right.
like, it's holy, as you can see my fingers.
Right.
But it's gonna be a neat wrap, I think. I was debating on because I still have this donut and one more putting like a pocket scarf type thing. So I don't know
Debbie,
quite
did
yet.
you get your earrings? Cool. What's that thing hanging off there? Is that to hold your stitch?
That okay. What are we referring to? This knob thing to start with?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because it's got the regular crochet hook. Okay, and they're interchangeable cables you put on it, and because it's more stitches, so that's a stopper.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Yep. I'll go grab the actual kit and I'll show it to you.
Okay. Debbie, did you get your stuff yesterday? You may have sent me an email. I just didn't look.
Like Tunisian crochet hooks come in 3 different styles. One is called a double.
Go ahead.
the one is called a double-ended Tunisian crochet hook, and it's like a long knit needle, and it's got a hook on either end,
Okay.
so that you can do
I think I've seen those before.
yeah. It's that way. So when you're making something, one side's more dominant, say in blue, and the other side's more dominant in gray. Because I made a hat in those colors. That's what made me think of it. Then you can also get one that's like a knit needle again, but it's only a hook on one side.
Mhm.
And then there's this one,
Right.
like for example, here's the hook. Now these are bamboo, and oh my goodness, they're light. I won these, oh goodness, 6-7 years ago off a Facebook group. But I'll hold up the hook here
Oh, I
for
think
you.
I have some of those.
Yeah, but they're very light hook. But as you can see here at the end, they're like a metal type tip here at the end.
Okay, yeah.
And you like say if you just have these hooks, you can, if you want to put said stopper on the end so you don't lose your
Okay.
stitches, you can.
Okay.
Then just use it like a regular crochet hook. Or you can take now you can get this type of thing and also in knit needles.
Right.
I won't use the big one. Hold on. And then there's also these cables, and they come in multiple different lengths. I don't know how well this is going to show up on the screen because they're clear.
I can see them.
Okay, and there's these cables, and there's like the little silver things on the ends.
You know, it's kind of like knitting.
Yeah, you can get the interchangeable knittings, and these are interchangeable.
Yeah, I've got some of those. I'm like, wait a minute, those are like knitting ones.
Yeah, and then you just screw it on the one end of your crochet hook, and it's secured. Now I can tug on it; it won't come off.
Right.
And then you take your little nub.
Your nub.
Your nub,
Oh,
a little wooden nub, and you can.
I think
Now,
that's
like-
enough on this string.
Like if I was using, say, this cable on my project, I wouldn't have to put the nub on it because it's not that wide of a project. But
Right.
if my stitches are going to fill up, because you go, one row is a 2-row process kind of thing. You got to go across, pick up all your stitches, so it fills your cable or however big you're making it,
Right.
and then you got to then take them all off, so you got one loop again on your hook. So if it's going to be a project that's going to say fill the whole cable up or be
Right.
close to it, and you're going to stop at a point where it's just all your stitches on your
Right.
hook and cable. If you put your little nub on it,
Right.
it will prevent it from sliding off.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and they're interchangeable hooks. So it came with 2, 4, 6, 8 hooks, and there's like 5 different lengths of cords and 5 nubs.
Oh, that's neat.
So like if you have more than one Tunisian project on the go, you're all good. Unless 2 of them are using the same length cable, and then
Right.
if it's the longest one, then you're out of luck. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. Like I said, I'm at the moment making it like a shrug wrap type idea. Once I get
Right.
this ball close to being done, I'm going to kind of measure it on myself and see if I'm going to leave it as that or if I'm going to add pockets with the other skein
Right.
and do like
You
one of
wonder
those.
what I'm doing. I'm using the spoon to make this smooth, so it's not above the metal.
Right.
That way, if there's any pieces that are sticking up, it'll push them down.
Cool.
I don't know how other people make these rings, if other people make these rings, but ashes are not.
I haven't seen them done with ashes, but I have seen rings on, I don't even remember what site it was, and it's a similar idea, but they put like glitter and stuff in them. Just the glitter
This
and
has
the color.
glitter too.
Yeah,
This
but
has
it's just the
glitter.
glitter and the color, whatever color they went with.
Right. This is being made with my husband's uncle's ashes. She did get the ring. It was just too big for her.
Right.
I'm making it the smaller size. I just told her to keep the other one. She can put it in her car, hang it, whatever. This one she'll be able to wear.
Nice.
I'm trying to clean it up before I. All right, I'm gonna put a light this on here for a second so I can get it off of here. Then this ring will be done because I think I've got it pretty even all the way around, although it doesn't look like it when I look at it. I might still put a clear coat over the top of it
Yeah, just help smooth it out just that little bit more.
just to make sure it's filled in all the way to the top because part of it's filled in all the way and other parts it's not. That happens when you make these.
Yeah, because it's around on like a flat surface that you can
Yep.
kind of lay it flat. You
That's
know
what's-
it even.
This thing makes it a lot easier. This cup turner makes it a lot easier for me because I tried to do it without it and it don't work. I had a mess on my hands before I did that.
Oh no. And we're trying to keep our workshop clean.
Yeah, well, yeah, I try to, but that doesn't always work.
How's Dad doing?
He's doing pretty good. I gave him a haircut yesterday and
Nice.
came over for dinner. My sister and brother-in-law took him with them all weekend while we were gone all weekend. So they went to, let's see, a big yard sale on one day. On Friday, they went on a big yard sale. Saturday, they went to an auction.
Ooh.
Sunday, I'm not sure if they did anything on Sunday. I just know they did the other two things. And sitting here, okay, this is set up good, which doesn't take long. I just want to put a light setup on it, like I said, and then I'll put it underneath the light. Hey, D. Hey, that sounds good.
Oh, I'm gonna drop down. That's my older son giving me a shout, but I will come back up.
Okay, that's fine. You're still on here.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do two things
Okay.
at once.
I didn't know if you noticed.
I will be back.
Okay. Yeah, D. I hoping I can get back on again. I may not be able to get on until Thursday though. Can you do it Thursday? I don't know if I can do it tomorrow. Or if my daughter has anything to do. Today I'll be on all day. Where are you at if you're not in New Jersey right now? You out vacationing? I'm making new things. I think you may have seen them. These are the memorial rings. This has my uncle's ashes in it. It's for his granddaughter. You're in Ohio again. We're at Ohio. Are you back up your family? I can't remember if it's your mom or your sister or something. And the weather's nice here. I don't know when you got here, but it was nice yesterday. Hopefully everything's okay. Both? Okay. Did you want to come on live now or you can't do that? I can put the code so you can come in if you want to. Hey Cammie, how you doing? I'm making another memorial ring because the other one was a little too big, so I'm making another one. Okay, I'm going to put this under the big light. It's still probably sticky. Who knows? Maybe I'll even do a pop-up bingo after a little bit. There we go. Let me put this under the big light, get that set, and then I will put the last coat on it. These aren't quick to make, that's for sure. I thought it was a lot quicker than it actually is. All right. I gotta get my arrowheads out because I'll be doing some arrowheads here in a little bit. I don't want to do two things at once because that'll mess me up. Looking for some good ones. I need some wire. I think a copper wire on this would look good. Okay. Thursday. Joe, are you? Hold on a second. I think my daughter's calling me. Oh. Yeah, he's right here. Yeah, he wouldn't come back out with me. I'm doing a live while I'm doing stuff. Do you still want a ring in purple with Grandma's ashes or with Uncle Butch's? Can you get them out of the cabinet for me?
Just take a breath.
They're in the red velvet bag.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's in the red velvet bag. It's in the one in the dining room up at high. The one against that wall. Yeah, you just push on it, it pops open on the sides. So it's right on the side of it. You'll have to move the jar of pennies. Bye, baby. Oh, my daughter wants a ring made with her grandma's ashes, so I'm going to do that yet today. Visiting for 3 weeks. Wow, we didn't even know you were out of state, or in the state, I should say. All righty. I got a bunch of arrowheads. These are going to be some of the surprises that are in some of the eggs for the boys. Is arrowheads. So I'm going to wire weave these at the top so they can go on a rope chain. So that's after I get this done, because I guess I could do them at the same time, because I got to wait 5 minutes for that to let me find some copper wire here. Oh, I got tons of it. I just got to find it. Okay, copper wire, where you at?
Dog walkers who step in as your best
Don't
friend,
want
your best
square.
friend, and housekeepers who can get
Oh, what is this? Square? Square. What
you can
is?
find companions.
That's too heavy.
Caregivers.
28. That's
Find out what it's like to not have to do it all on your own.
26.
Find all the caregivers
26.
at care.com.
This one's not the right one. This will work. I'm thinking I'm going to have to order some wire here, unless I have some wire sitting somewhere. My copper wire is very low. Oh. All right, got me some copper wire. Let me cut this off where it's bent. Dip, 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 dip. And I moved my trash can, of course. Of course I did. Oh, my ring's done. All right, let's see how it feels. It's a little rough. Let me clean it up a little bit here. Make sure there's no edges. What I'm doing, I'm trying to get some of the resin that's on the edge of the ring off. There's some of it. All right. Oh, I gotta go out and see if she's got the stuff for me.
Reindeer. R-E-I-N-D-E-A-R. Reindeer.
What base color did you want, babe? What base color did you want? Purple. I know, just want to make sure.
That was a pain to open it.
I'm sorry. And do you want like this kind of purple, the flash? Or this purple, the bluish purple?
Bluish purple.
This one? Okay.
So it's used another?
I didn't make the other ring. The other one I made it with, I think it was this color. Yeah, that color. Okay.
No, that's right.
Wow, big difference. Okay.
We got the key that's just covering.
I know they're trying to make a bed in my. I gotta get my spray out and spray my door. All right, she brought me my mom's ashes, so I can make one for her. Size 8, right? That fit the best. Okay. I actually found another 8, so I can do that. All right. What I'm doing is cleaning up the resin off the edges of this one, so it's nice and smooth. It just peels off when you get it on the metal right here. That's why I went ahead and cooked it on there, and then I just peel it off. Okay, Dee, thanks for coming in. Now I do also have some of my mom's hair, so I will be making the locket. Don't know if I'll be making that today, though. My brother wants one of those. Told him I could make him a ring if he wanted a ring, but he hasn't said yet whether he wants the ring. And it really does not take much for ashes. So if anybody wants one, I only need like 1/4 teaspoon of ashes, and I could probably make 4 or 5 rings out of that. I think that looks pretty good. It doesn't feel that bad, but I think I'm going to put a clear coat over it just to make it a little smoother. Got a little bit of a bump right there. And I like it totally smooth. So this is clay. I put clay on here. It helps hold the ring in place. So I can make it whatever size the ring is. I can just put that much clay. All right, let me see if I can get some clear. And I don't need a lot. I'll do this first before and I got to look kind of sideways at it so that I don't put too much. Get that okay, because I don't need a lot. I just want a little bitty coat. Very, very thin coat. And basically, I'm just kind of rubbing it. I'm not pushing any out. All right, I think I already did it. All the way around. It's already done. That does not take long to do that. And we'll get this. Okay. And once this is done, then I can put it under the big light and I can do the next one. I know this is probably boring to everybody. Maybe. I don't know. Should be using a spoon to make sure that was smooth, and I didn't do that, so I'll have to use this. Because this was not solid yet. I don't want too much of this. Okay. Of course, that just made it worse, so that was not too smart. I may end up having to buff this now. Great. Because it didn't smooth it out like I was hoping. Right there, it's got a little bit of a bump. I'll have to smooth it in that one spot. That's okay. I can fix it, but it wasn't as high as it should have been. Ooh. Should I put bingo on here, guys? It'll take me a minute to figure it out to put the bingo on. Don't know. Can you change the name of your title to make it say bingo? I don't even know if you can while you're live. I mean, it's an idea. Make it a little more interesting than me making these rings. So I said, maybe I'll make it a bingo game. A pop-up. You don't know anything about live streams? Okay, Debbie. I don't know that much either. I don't go live by myself very often. I just know I was going to be working out here a long time and I was going to be bored. So I thought, well, maybe I could do a live. I got to find several size 8 rings for my daughters so I can do their rings. All right. As soon as this gets done. All right. It's done enough, I think. Hey, Lisa D. Come up there. Come on. Up there. The only thing is the clay sometimes comes off because the ring's stuck. I don't want the clay to get in the ring, though. I got a little piece in it. Gotta get that out. Put that back. Let me dig that out because I actually got some of the clay in that. There. Got the clay out. All right, let me set that up. Boop. I'm thinking about it anyway. Maybe if I can figure out how to do one, I can do a live while I'm doing a live bingo while I'm doing this. I thought about it earlier, and then I thought, nah, nobody would be on this early to play bingo because, well, now it's later, but it was early when I first got on here. All right, I need to find size 8 ring. It's a 9. I think I might have an 8 in here. I have an 8 in here. I have a 7, 7, 12. These are all too big. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there's an 8. Found an 8. Thought I had more rings, but found a box of a few, but they didn't have the size I needed. Look again in that box. Where did it go?
That's okay.
Not too many in here, Lisa D. I'm sitting here debating whether or not to try to do a bingo. Switching this out and then doing a bingo. But I got to get it all set up because I had erased it all when my computer went down while I was gone on the weekend. That's a much smaller ring. See, I just pull off the clay, make it for a smaller ring to fit. There we go. There we go. And what I'm going to do is paint the purple on. She wants this flashing bluish purple for her grandma's ring. You'll play bingo? Yeah, everybody will play bingo. All right, let me wait for that ring to get done, and then I will try to switch it around to do bingo. One nice thing is I can paint whatever color background somebody wants, because some people prefer certain colors. And to go with their rings. This will get thicker. It's a thin coat first, so it'll dry.
They all took the speed limit that night.
All right, let me put this on here.
After what I went through to get these tickets, I went to the doctor this morning, and I was diagnosed with.
Hey, maybe they'll pull you out of the crowd for dance on stage.
This is about Sue. How many more moments like this am I going to get? Over there in my purse, but I just hold out the coat shop. But that doesn't make sense. If you have him in your purse, how am I supposed to go to the concert? What? Oh, Mom, you've done so much already, sleeping out and everything. You don't have to drive us too. How's Mom will make us fix that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's going to be with my mom's ashes. I have not worked with her ashes. This will be the first time. And, you know, you can tell the difference in quality of funeral homes where they're doing that because her ashes look a lot different than my husband's uncle's ashes. Different state, too. And I'm like, And of course, I don't have as many ashes for hers, but you don't use a lot of ashes in this.
Me neither.
I probably can make 100 rings with the ashes I have, and it ain't that many. But yeah, I'm just trying to get this as close as possible to being okay. Let me rinse that out. Let me look at the ring and see if I can fix the spot that has a little thick ash in it, I think is what the problem is. All right. Yeah, my daughter wants it made. I've had her ashes for a long time. Yeah, see, it's a little rough right here. So I think I'm going to buff it. Excuse me. And sometimes I have to do that because they just don't come out good. I use emery board wherever it's not smooth. And I just fix it where it's smooth. Then I'll buff it really good. Because I'm not going to give something that's not something I'd wear. And then I use, oh, yeah, my wipe is getting dry. Let me get a different one. I'm going to be making a lot of different things today. All right, so then I wipe it down, and I check it, see if it's smooth now. Still a little rough in that one spot. Let me get it a little more. While I'm doing this bring, the other one is drying. Feels a little rough all the way around for some reason. I guess I shouldn't have used that tool that I was using. So I'll buff it. I'm just going to lightly sand it all the way around. And it'll be smooth, and then I'll buff it with the other one. I don't know. Did you see the pendants I made with the hair, Lisa D? They turned out, I just made one. I'm going to be making more of those. It turned out a lot better. I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. It turned out really cool, I think. That's what it looked like. Now, this is made with my hair, and then my daughter's birthstone colors and mine. But next one I make it will have my daughter's hairs in it and my grandbaby's hairs. And then I'm making one with my mom's hair. Yeah, it turned out really cool, I think. All right, let me buff this real quick. So I get my buffing one out, and then I just sit here and I buff it, buff it, buff it, buff it, buff it. So it takes a few minutes to buff it. Yeah, it turned out really neat. And she got her ring yesterday, the one that his granddaughter, but it wasn't, it was too big. So that's why I'm making another one for her. I have tons of ashes, so I told her I could make another one. So she's going to use the one that she got. She's going to put that one in her car, I think, hang it on something and hang it in the car, his car that he drove. He had a classic car. Looks like I've got some of that stuff on the edge of my ring, so let me get that off. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm like, why is that shiny? That's why, because it has resin on the edge. My little dog is walking in and out because it's so nice today. I left my door open. Hopefully no bees come in here, land on anything. Because they're out in full force too. Just going to buff it a little more. Does make it pretty shiny even with the buffer, but I think I'm still going to put the resin on it just to make sure that it's sealed good and shiny. Because I just keep wiping it down till I feel comfortable that it looks good. Don't want any resin on the edge. Like right here is a little bit of resin. Sometimes it doesn't want to come off. Other times it comes off really easy. There, got it. I think I got it all now. Feels pretty good. All right, it's ready for its last coat of resin. And it is done. Okay, let me just clean that up real good. And I just put a clear coat of resin on that. Okay. All right, so that's what it's looking like right now. It will be shinier when I get the last coat on there because it needs a coat on here yet. Now I gotta pull this one off and let it dry, and I'll put the other one back on. Come off there. I think I'll just take the whole thing. There we go. I don't know how other people do this. This is just how it works for me, and it works really good. So got the clay off the ring. So this one is a purplish blue. That's the color she wanted for my mom. So now I got to put the clay back on here because it is, and all I use this for is rings. I don't use it for anything. I don't do the cups or anything like that. And I'll never do the cups because it's just not me. So I'll just put this back on here. Make sure it's the right size. It's rounded. Make sure it fits. Squish it out so it don't move. Rings on there nice and tight. Okay, yep, it is. All right, let's get this clear coat on, and hopefully no bumps. I don't need a ton of this. I just need a little tiny bit. Okay. Tiny bit. Okay. That makes it shiny.
It's me we're sitting down about. It just seems like all the time.
Okay, that's good. I think it's good this time around. I'm not going to put that thing on there because I just screwed that up. And we will, whoop, I see one spot. I saw it when it went around. It's not smooth right here. Okay.
I like nagging you. I think it gives you a weird blush. It's true.
All right, now it's smooth. At least I can see it from the side view. And then I can ship this off tomorrow and I get it out of here. All I'm doing is setting it, and then I'll stick it inside the my UV light to cook it the rest of the way. And this time when I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't put the bingo on here. I don't know if I can do that while I'm still doing this or not. Let me see. Let's see if I can. Let's see if that brings it up. Oh, that did. Okay. All right. Okay, I got the bingo. Now I just need to figure out how I can change. I don't know if I can go back and stay in this live, or I'll have to start a new live stream, I think. Let me finish this and I'll start a new live stream, and then we'll play some bingo. See if anybody comes in to play bingo with us. Oh, okay. The new numbers don't come out to the end of the month, right? Because I only have the old numbers. So we'll have to go by the old numbers. That's all I got. Excuse me. I have enough ashes made up that I can do a second ring for my daughter. My other daughter wanted one. But I think that's too big. I need a smaller size for her. I have a bunch of 7s here somewhere. This might fit her. Okay. Does everybody want to play bingo? I should set that. Let me see real quick.
This is my house. There's only one opinion that matters. Mine.
Yes, okay. All righty. Let me get this ring out. I think this will fit my other daughter. She's got very tiny hands. So we're going to try that one on her. Get the ashes in that one for her. Okay. I'm going to stop this live stream and put up a bingo one, and I'll be back in probably like 10 minutes or less. Probably less. I don't have as many problems when it's just myself. I have more problems when I'm trying to have other people join my live streams. Okay, I'll be right back, guys.